One of the things is availability to cash and availability to resources at a time like that. And if you do not have that excess, then I'd suggest move to the other extent of the other end of the bookends that I had talked about, which was really duck the wave, let it blow over, and then come out at the end of that period.
Manu, sometimes a downturn also provides opportunities for some acquisitions. Have you come across that? Is that something that you think is strategically important?
I think you certainly get great opportunities in downturns, and I see Mr. Ravi Kant is here. I think he can talk about that in more detail later. But especially in an India scenario where expectations of price are so high, the opportunity in a downturn is certainly more. The challenge, of course, is during that downturn, there are prioritization taking place for companies, and to prioritize resources for acquisitions, few companies have the I'd say courage and to do it, and those who have, I think you'll clearly see, have benefited from that.
Any failures, Manu? I mean, in a downturn, what are the possible things that can really go wrong, and anything that you would like to comment upon?
Well, I see failures of two extremes. One is do nothing, believe it's going to move, it's here only for a short period, the existing management style, the existing way of doing business will continue, and then you find too late that it doesn't. The other is maybe, what I talked about, the extreme is of investing, to get over-aggressive at a time like that, because and suddenly find at the end that you put very heavy investment and it hasn't paid back for you. So it's, I think, again, walking that fine balance and taking out the right amount of cost and not too much cost, and at the same time, selective bets and selective investments, and having quick response times to seeing what's working and what's not working, and taking corrective actions.
Now, Manu, let me switch gears a little and get on to golf. Let's say the first half, for a player who's a 13 over, you have played 10 over in the first half. And obviously, it's a huge downturn. What do you do in the second half?
Well, I think firstly, regardless of what your handicap is, every golfer gets on that first tee saying, today, I'm going to make a par round. I'm going to crack this course. After 9 holes, you're nowhere near that. But I don't think, I mean, you still want to go out there and say, okay, so I've blown 10 out of those 13 shots I had. Back 9, I'm going to stay within 3. And you work towards that right through, hole after hole. After you cross 13, you say, okay, well, I've missed my 13, but I'm not going to go beyond 15 today. And that's how it continues. Very often you do it. Other times you come back and you're sitting grumpily in the bar after that, cribbing to everybody about what a bad round you had, and Bharat is smiling when I narrate this story.
You've lost money to Bharat anytime?
I haven't had the privilege of playing with Bharat, but I look forward to that
sometime. I've lost plenty of money to Bharat. That's on record. Any other questions from the floor, please? I will be happy to take 2 questions from the floor. Are there any mics around? Pardon me? Yes, please. Oh, there are. All right. All right. All right. This is an interesting question. In the VUCA world, can more investment in digital marketing be a game changer for brands? This question is from Mahua Roy, and yes, you guessed it, she's from Digital Market Asia.
Well, the answer is an unequivocal yes. I think it's just that all of us are still navigating our way through the world of digital media and finding out what pays back and what does not. But clearly, when dollars are limited, possibly it could give you the biggest payback if you can hit on that sweet spot. Most of us are still learning our way through that right now.
I think what I'll do in the interest of time, just to conserve time, I'll make some closing remarks. You see, there was an excellent study by both Accenture as also by HBS. And essentially what they dealt with was the fact that companies that really make investments in a downturn, they take the right strategic decisions, they make the right investments in people, they focus on the core, etc., they come out in terms of return on invested capital significantly superior to other companies in the same industry. So they identified 3 building blocks for high performance, which was market focus and position, which results in better decisions, distinctive capabilities that results in better practices, and a performance anatomy, which results in better mindsets. Arising from there, Accenture came up with a model as to the strategies and initiatives that can be pursued by organizations to overcome challenges posed by VUCA times. Essentially, managing in the downturn is about 6 big things: operational excellence, effective M&A, customer acquisition and retention, rapid and sustained cost management, and relentless talent development. When you drill it down further, there are 3 messages for management. Turn off the autopilot. In a downturn, get in, take responsibility, and don't just let it be handled 3 levels below you. Cash is clearly king. Conserve cash, knock off unnecessary investments. Don't cut to the bone, but certainly keep the muscle. Focus on the core business, because investing in strengthening your portfolio and position in the core makes you come right on top in an upturn. Increase your revenue speed. Look at your current customer base, look at your current product base, look at your current influencer base, and see what more you can feed them and leverage them for. Clearly tighten seat belts, because if you don't tighten your seat belts in a downturn, it's a great opportunity for you to give a wake-up call to the organization. And finally, keep your wits about you. Don't do anything stupid. And if you are keeping your wits about you, you will come up right on top. And finally, I would like to say, we should not waste a downturn. A downturn is there for organizations to exploit and emerge stronger, leaner, and better. Let's all put our hands together for Manu Anand for a wonderful presentation and a very candid response in terms of Q&A. Manu, thank you so much. There were so many insights. I am not going to attempt to once again synopsize it, but I think it was very nice that you have spoken on the Mondelez experience and you have kind of shared with us the specific strategies that they have followed to leverage their strong presence and make it a dominating presence. Once again, may I request you to put your hands together for Manu.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm going to request Mr. Ramakrishnan to present a small token of gratitude to our speaker, Mr. Manu Anand.
I hope it's not some Cadbury temptation. I hope it is.
Thank you once again, sir, for a very superb session. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed towards our next session, it's now time to take a look at the audiovisual of our platinum partner, Star India.